In the quiet hush of dawn, when the earth seems to pause between the shadows of night and the glow of morning, there emerges a whispered truth that resonates across the ages, a truth rooted in the ancient words of Psalm 20. It is here, in the sacred space where the heart seeks refuge and the soul reaches for understanding, that the essence of light in darkness becomes clear. Psalm 27 begins with words of bold assurance: "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" These words are more than just poetry or ancient song. They are declarations of strength for every weary soul that has ever felt swallowed by shadows, for every heart that has trembled in the face of uncertainty. There is something profoundly powerful about standing at the threshold of a new day, clutching these words like a lifeline, allowing them to seep deep into the marrow of existence. In the tapestry of life, darkness comes in many forms. Sometimes it looms as external circumstances, difficulties that crash over us like turbulent waves, unexpected storms that darken the horizon of our plans. Other times it creeps within, settling in the hidden corners of the heart, manifesting as fear, doubt, anxiety, and grief. Yet in each of these shadowed places, the promise of light persists, not a distant, unreachable flicker, but a living, present brilliance that invades even the thickest gloom. Morning is a metaphor and a miracle. It is both literal and symbolic, reminding us with each sunrise that light is destined to overcome darkness. Every single daybreak is a silent sermon preached by creation itself, affirming that no night, no matter how long or oppressive, can withstand the coming of dawn. Psalm 27 anchors itself in this cosmic truth, offering hope that is not contingent upon circumstances, but is rooted in an unshakable foundation. There are places coveted by the soul that crave this kind of light. These are the hidden chambers of longing where hope flickers dimly, waiting to be fanned into flame. They are the valleys of decision where the heart wavers between fear and faith, between retreat and courage. They are the battlegrounds of the mind, where thoughts wage war against peace, and where victory seems both near and impossibly far. Yet in all these places, the light of Psalm 27 breaks through with relentless grace. The psalmist speaks of a desire to dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of life, to gaze upon the beauty of holiness, to seek refuge in the sanctuary. This yearning is not merely for a physical location, but for a spiritual habitation, a place where light is not just seen but absorbed, where it transforms every fiber of being. It is a place where fears dissolve in the radiance of love, where doubts are silenced by the whispers of truth, and where every broken piece is gathered and mended in the warmth of divine presence. In the blessed hush of morning, when the world is still stirring from slumber, there is an invitation extended to every soul to step into this light, to allow it to penetrate the darkness within and without. It is an invitation to relinquish the burdens carried through the night, to lay down the anxieties that threaten to steal the joy of a new day, and to embrace the promise that the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome. The places coveted by the Spirit are not always visible to the eye. They are often hidden in plain sight, in the quiet corner where a prayer is whispered, in the solitude of a heart wrestling with unseen battles, in the fragile hope that refuses to die. These are the sacred spaces where the light of Psalm 27 finds its home, where it takes root and blossoms into unwavering faith. The psalmist speaks of enemies and adversaries, of trials and tribulations that rise like fierce storms. Yet in the midst of these challenges, the declaration remains steadfast. Though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will be confident. This is not the confidence of mere human strength, but the unshakable assurance that comes from dwelling in the light of divine presence. It is a confidence that defies logic, that stands firm when everything around it trembles, and that shines brightest when the night is at its darkest. There is a blessedness in the morning, a sacredness that cannot be replicated at any other time. It is a moment when heaven seems closest, when the veil between the seen and unseen grows thin, and when the whispers of eternity echo most clearly. In this blessed morning, the heart finds its refuge in the promises of Psalm 27, wrapping itself in the mantle of light and stepping boldly into the new day. The journey through darkness is not without its trial. There are moments when the weight of fear threatens to crush, when the shadows seem impenetrable, and when the soul cries out in desperation. Yet even in these moments, the light persists, gentle, patient, unwavering. It is the light that guides the weary traveler, that illuminates the next step when the path ahead is unclear, and that promises safe passage through every valley of shadow. Psalm 27 is a testament to the enduring power of hope. It reminds that the light is not a fleeting illusion, but a steadfast reality, a beacon that calls the soul home. It is a song of victory sung in the midst of battle, a declaration of faith proclaimed in the heart of the storm, and a promise of peace whispered in the silence of dawn. The places coveted by the heart are places of encounter, where the divine meets the human, where eternity touches time, and where light dispels darkness. These are the places where fears are faced and conquered, where tears are shed and dried, and where the weary find rest. In these sacred spaces, the words of Psalm 27 come alive, breathing life into dry bones, igniting hope in despairing hearts, and weaving threads of light through every fabric of existence. The blessed morning is a gift, a daily reminder that no matter how dark the night, the light will come. It is a call to rise, to shake off the chains of yesterday's worries, and to step boldly into the promise of a new day. It is an invitation to bask in the glow of divine love, to be renewed by the breath of hope, and to be strengthened by the assurance that light always triumphs over darkness. As the sun rises and bathes the world in golden light, it serves as a living parable of Psalm 27, a visual reminder that the light of truth, love, and grace is ever present, ever persistent, and ever powerful. It is a light that shines not just around us but within us, illuminating every hidden place, healing every wound, and guiding every step. There is a deep peace that comes from embracing this truth, a peace that transcends understanding, that guards the heart and mind, and that anchors the soul in the midst of life's storm. It is the peace of knowing that no matter what challenges may arise, the light of Psalm 27 will never be extinguished. It is a light that burns bright in the darkest night, that shines with unwavering brilliance in the face of adversity, and that leads the way to the blessed morning. In the hush of dawn, as the first rays of light pierce the darkness, there is a sacred moment, a moment when the heart is reminded of its true home, when the soul is drawn into the embrace of divine love, and when the promise of light in darkness becomes a living reality. It is in this moment that the words of Psalm 27 take root and flourish, transforming the shadows of night into the glory of a blessed morning.